Junaid, first of all, congratulations on clearing with all above target. I want you to start from day one when we have our first conversation and you said you don't have time, you have family thing, and you want to do after October maybe. And
Yes,
today is 19th of September and you are PMP. Can you start with this, please?
yes. I remember the first day I sent you a message that I want to do PMP. We discussed, and then I realized that I have a lot of commitments during summer. You know, in US and Canada, summer is very important for family activities and all the social activities. But you said that at least you start. I will coach you into it personally, and we started it. I don't know how did the time pass. It was only 2 months. I started in July batch. And what I remember and what I think was the most important thing here was the formula, your mantra, one is always greater than zero. And the first day you said that, I committed that at least I do a little bit. I'll continue doing something. Uh, and I remember that a couple of weeks ago I called you. I said that I'm not confident. I want to reschedule my exam. It was, of course, your coaching. And uh, I would not lose this opportunity to appreciate that Raju was even uh, more enthusiastic. He was not only pushing me, guiding me, coaching me every single day. That kept me moving forward. And today we are here.
I love all my facilitators. And the way you did it is just awesome. It's just awesome. Okay, Junaid. So when you asked me that you want to reschedule, what did I say?
You said that I will modify my the personalized roadmap. I will work with you every single day. My facilitators will work with you every single day. And if we need, even if it takes longer time, I will make sure that you become PMP.
That was day one. That was day one.
Yes,
2 days
right.
back, when you said me, I feel I'm not ready. You are getting.
Oh, yes.
Then what
You,
did
you said you, you said just follow what I'm saying. Just do what I'm sending you every day. Follow the tasks given, and you are on the right track. Which where I was not confident, and I was surprised that how can you be more confident than me?
I? Okay. So why was I confident, right or wrong?
Oh, you are more than 100% true.
Okay. So how was the exam?
Exam. To be honest with you, the way we practiced the all the mocks we did, it felt like it was butter.
It was better. So the ex
It was
like
uh,
why did
below the average mocks we did during the practice. It was below that, but it was 80 to 90% agile.
80 to 90%?
Agile. It was every every four questions out of five were about agile. Uh, Mostly covering team and stakeholders.
Mostly covering stay. Okay, these people are exactly new people. Okay, we just completed our PMP. Just completed right now. I just completed integration. When you called me, I was actually completed in the integration. So what will you say to them? How how they should basically look into that? How they should basically prepare?
I think or let's say if I summarize it in three small steps or three principles. The first one, you always say it's one is greater than zero. Don't stop. Don't don't halt your progress. Keep doing what your facilitator is asking you to do. The second one is RCA, and I always thought that why everybody is uh, focused so much focused, and everybody when they come up come for their feedback, they say that RCA is the most important thing. And i would I was surprised that why is it so. But I have realized in my journey that RCAs, they helped me a lot. It's and what I realize is that RCA is very much also an individual approach. How do we learn? How do I learn? So it is, there's no formula that how do I RCA, but there is one thing that I have to do RCA. And this RCA helps me follow the steps that you always teach us, steps to solve PMP questions. If I don't do RCA, I cannot follow those steps. I cannot slow down. I cannot understand. I cannot do the elimination technique. I cannot find out the keywords. Everything is related with RCA.
Mm.
And the third thing is blindfold yourself and follow your facilitator and your coach.
Mm.
These three things, if you do, you are on the right track.
Okay, just to understand, RCA is the most important thing. That's what you said.
Yes.
Right? That's what you said. RCA is the most important thing. If we keep following RCA, there's a high probability we will clear the exam. Doing the mocks, following the customized roadmap that we give it to you, daily follow up, and you attended bunch of coaching calls, right?
Yes. Not all, because our time is the same. We are in the same time zone. I would be at work, but I did some of the coaching calls. I just watched videos, but all the EST calls, most of them I was there. And the Saturday one, I think I only missed one. That was my daughter's birthday, and otherwise I was there on Saturdays.
Okay. Otherwise, you are on Saturday. Okay, Junaid, these people are new people. They have their. I just made three people to book the exam. You know what I do at the end of the class? I made them book the exam. Three of them took a leave. What are the things they, since it's been like you did it less than 2 months, you batch 7, this is batch 9, you are batch 7, so I cannot give more exact example, and you are 100% new. Like you said to
Right.
me, okay, I'm enrolling in batch 7, but I will take class in the batch 9. That was like
Yes.
your point when you are coming. So all the challenges these people are facing, all the things, what, all the insecurities, and they, of course, like everyone, they don't believe me, right? They believe me when you clear the exam. So what can, but they will believe more to you. What can you say to them, what they need to do more or less for the exam?
If it is about doing less, then don't doubt your roadmap. Sometimes it feels like things are repetitive. And I think in one of the coaching calls, EST coaching calls, I said that I wrote it in the comments that I really like it. And I learned through that way that sometimes we see the repetitive questions coming back and forth, but every time when you reiterate those principles, they polish our concepts. So first thing they should do is that they don't doubt the roadmap. The second thing is uh, just again follow what you are asked. Give your daily. I am kind of an introvert person, so I won't go forward myself to Raju. Raju is the person who was always running after me and asking me for the updates. But if you can, contact your facilitator every day. Whatever questions, whatever concerns you have, keep discussing with them. The way they respond to your inquiries, you will have you will be surprised how did you learn the process, everything. It's a surprising journey. And so far, uh, all the calls I have attended where I saw people sharing their experiences, and now I'm one of them. So I can now I can shout everywhere out that this is where everybody from any part of the world can come and ask if they want to do PMP. That's the right platform to go for.
Thank you for that. Okay, now this is open for question answers. Many people have question what came in the exam, what not came in the exam. The house is yours. I'm here for you.
Yep.
Ask as many questions as you want. Okay, you see, I will stop him going home to celebrate. By the way, do celebrate it, right? Your family earned it. And yeah. So, G, anyone has any question they want to ask, please feel free to ask. Time management. Number one question. How did you manage time in the exam?
So the first one, uh, just one thing before I go there. I called you before the exam, and then you called me back. We spoke around 2 minutes. I can say that these 2 minutes changed the story. These 2 minutes were very important, very vital for me. They helped me manage the time. So my first 60 questions took around 79 minutes. So more or less, I can say 80. So 79 minutes there, then 76 minutes, and then 75.
Okay.
So the questions were not very long, so it didn't take me long time to read and understand. Questions were short in my case. So time management was not a big challenge.
Which section was more difficult? First, second, third?
They, you know, they are difficult when you are not clear. When you pass, they all become easy.
But then,
But to me,
while solving the
the,
question answers, which
yeah, the third one was challenging, not because the questions were difficult. I was tired. Literally, last 15 minutes were very difficult for me. I was badly tired. The initial couple of questions were more like where you have to think about the scenario and how do you answer those questions. Then once you catch the flow, because the questions were more on situational questions based on team and stakeholders and agile. Like I saw that these three topics were back and forth repeating.
so if I say,
So
but I always say stakeholder communication, team agile is the heart and soul of PMP. Is it still?
correct. Still the same. I saw less communication, but stakeholders, when stakeholders are there, usually communication is there. But stakeholder, agile, team, these three were dominating. Uh, Here and there, little questions. I had some like at least two questions in every section were choose two or choose three.
Hmm.
So 5-6 questions in total.
How many drag and drop questions?
Only one, and that was the one that I think you probably did it today also.
Let's not go into that one. Okay. Okay. Any formula question?
Mm, very
35,000
simple one. Uh, there were SPA CPI questions,
Hmm?
but not difficult formulas. No PERT question. Very simple, like earned value question.
Okay. Okay. Perfectly fine. Ji Adil, go ahead.
Sir, you have asked all the question I wanted to ask.
Okay. I have one structure in my brain so that I always follow. Okay. Junaid, what about how important it is to do the random 60 mocks? Random 60 mocks, which you
Oh,
hate.
random. Oh,
When you were
eh,
saying I
eh,
don't want to do, I said do random 60. Whenever you said,
yes. So
yeah,
I did the 180 mocks, and then I was given another mock, and the Jen said, "Did you have you not done random?" I said, "No." You said, "Now you start random." No, random mocks were. I think random mocks are important, and they help in two things. First, I think those are the mocks that made me feel that this exam was not difficult. For me, random mocks were the most difficult mocks.
mm,
And at one point during random mocks, I felt like no, I cannot pass. It's because they felt so difficult, but they are key in understanding many of the things. Now that I've passed, I can say that I know PMP. But uh, when you're doing the mock, they polish, and they actually you always say that they will fry your brain. These were the mocks that they fried my brain, and actually they pushed me so hard that I had to push back in order to learn that. And then there come the RCs, and
mm.
that's why I said the RCs are very important.
RCs are very important. Salar?
Sir, the question about it is that the first guy you told you have met us, he told that he took the week off or 2 weeks off from his job. So does Mr. Junaid Bhatti also gets the week off, or does he go with the job and all his family and then he apply for the PMP
Yes,
examination?
please.
Oh. No, I have a very hectic. Went through a very hectic schedule. I would usually send my assignment results to Amer and Raju around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Spent many sleepless nights during the last 2-3 weeks. I took only today's day off, the exam day. I was at work yesterday. I was at work day before yesterday till 11 p.m. So Yeah, if you take a few days off, they will help you. There's no doubt about that.
There is no
So
doubt.
how much time you allotted for the PMP preparation per day with your job and with all the family and giving things?
I would say that the first 1 month was less than 2 hours, 2 hours. But then last 15 to 20 days were more like 3 to 4 hours.
Hmm.
And the just last thing, Amir bhai. The last thing is that you do the questions more, or you go on revising the things like scope management and the quality management, the topics, the domains. You are more
It
likely revising them or more likely doing the more and more questions.
revising helps. Revising helps you a lot. Initially, I used to revise when I was doing the topics. I would go revise topics like before the mind maps and before even attempting the questions. And lately, I revised less. And maybe I'm the only person who would come and say that I did not even read completely the the handbook that Amer gave. I was more focused on tasks because I was working. I read it like few sections whenever I needed help, but not the full 18. This is only 18 pages. I didn't even read 18 pages. So if Amer used to say that you don't have to read any book, I would say not even that one. If it just follow your roadmap. I don't know how the way you are progressing in this journey. It's your facilitator who can help you.
Ji Adil, you had raised your hand.
Yes, sir. Junaid bhai, just a quick question. Overall, comparing the exam that you just gave to the preparation, you found it easy, and it was just purely because of the amount of rigorous training that we go through in terms of doing the questions, doing the mocks, and doing the RCS. So we following the process and we trusting it 100% should be a good point for us to be successful, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Trust and obey is like a global principle.
Let me tell you guys. So I shared with you guys that I joined one coaching program, weight loss program. I followed her religiously, unquestionable, straightforward. No question asked. She said, "Do this." No question. Now I'm going on Tuesday on Las Vegas. I have a coach. Like I'm going to a conference and there's a workshop. And I actually when I go to any coaching and I get a coach, I hire a coach. I do that. No question asked. Why the coach says he knows. When you get to a coach, expensive coach, like this is an expensive program. You can get for like 1/10 or maybe $10 for Udemy, right? But when you are coming to an expensive program like that, follow the coach. That should be the mantra. Otherwise, the coach I'm going towards him, he says that like he's of course he's big. I'm going to him. He's one of the king in his space. He said his coach said something which he disagree. But then his mind said to him, if I'm not following the coach, I'm burning my money. Right? So when you are with the coach, follow him religiously, whatever he says, because he knows that. Okay? He knows that so many students have done that before him. We are not doing it the first time. And Raju, yeah, shu harai, not husarai, shu harai. Right? Follow the coach, and coach will make sure you clear it. Because actually, the only thing that makes me more happy than this thing, I don't remember. This is the best thing that make my day high, right? Even getting more than new clients, this is the thing. And that's why I write down the success journeys. I love to record success journey. This is the height of the day for me. I loved it. Okay.
And Amir, believe me that I was so stressed that I should not ruin your weekend more than mine, because I knew that you will be waiting for me, waiting for the result. And I'm thankful to you, your team, especially Raju and you. The way you both guided me, coached me, facilitated me is something that I could not even have imagined. And at least for me, I know that I knew Udemy, I knew the other coaches. I went there, saw their videos and everything. I knew the reason I chose Amer was that I knew that I need somebody who can facilitate, who can coach me, who can follow up with me. I'm not a person who would like I go with the flow, and if I go with the flow, today's day will take me some other direction. These two people, they kept me in the right way these 2 months, and I myself am surprised that I could do it in 2 months. This is a very short time for me.
Not just 2 months, all above target.
All above target. Yes.
Yes. Vabe, go ahead. Unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Junaid. First of all, congratulations to you. It's a great milestone for you. My question is, how much time we should spend on one question if we have any confusion, or we should move ahead with the flagging of that question?
So,
Okay, and yeah, and my second question is, what is allowed in an exam? If there is a calculation or something, so what we can take with us, or they will provide there at the center. Okay.
uh,
And my third question is,
Go one by one.
we have,
Let him answer.
okay,
Let him
I'll,
answer.
okay,
I'll,
okay,
Let him
I'll find I'll have difficulties remembering the question. So the first question, you said that how much time we should spend.
He just gave exam, so be kind to him. He's tired. Yeah. First
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
So see, when you are doing your exercises, your practical the question sessions you do while you are practicing, if it is not a mock, uh, take as much time as you want, learn it, understand it. But in your 180 mocks and in your random mocks, it's time bound, so you have to finish that in 75 minutes, 60 questions. You can just divide in seconds. It's like, I think 70 seconds, if I'm not wrong. I'm at 70 seconds per question in general, if you divide the questions. But it's not necessary that if you understand the question in 40 seconds, it's a short question, and you still wait for the 70 seconds to finish. There are some questions who take more time, some questions will take lesser time. So what is important at this stage, where I think when we started the batch, is that you understand the questions first, try to answer the way you understood it, and then more importantly, then try to understand why my answer was right or wrong, and how can I improve my learning in the next ones, retrospectives. The second question, you said facilitation, you cannot take anything in. I went there only with my glasses, nothing, not even my car key. So they provide, it's on screen, calculator is there for you to calculate if there are any questions. They also provide the dry erase markers and something to take notes. But I don't think if it is needed, maybe some people need it. I didn't have to do anything other than one calculation. It was a simple EV, but I just wanted to verify.
okay.
Second.
And my last third question is, we have a total 180 questions, and we have similar topics like agile, risk, uh, okay, and communications. So how you decide, from which this question is from which chapter? Now we are doing one chapter for communication, then we are solving the question. So we know, okay, this question is from the communication. Now we are doing the agile, then we are doing the questions. So it is from the agile. So from 180, how you decide this question is from the which chapter, or and accordingly you apply your mind and select the question answers.
Let
Yeah,
me answer. Let me
yes.
answer first. So the first thing is that you are still on the topics, right? As I said, Sunday you will be doing a mock. Okay, Sunday you will be doing a mock, and that mock is mix. As a project manager, you don't need to know right now I'm stakeholder communication or team. As a project manager, why I love PMP and what is the beauty of the PMP is that it asks you, this is a problem, how you will resolve it, right? The brain works in that, okay, this is the problem, this, I can do it. You don't need to know it's a risk question, it's a stakeholder question. You need to know that's a problem. How will I resolve it? The question you are doing, the documents they are your tools. They are helping thing. Okay. For example, if there's a question about, okay, there's a problem that is happening. There are many problems. What should you do? Use Pareto chart, use histogram, use trend chart. So now you know, okay, there is something, there are hundreds of problems. I want to prioritize. Use Pareto chart. Okay, that is the basic concept behind that. Okay, you never know which question came from which domain. There is, it's exam is people, process, business environment, but exam is not in that way. Like the first section, people know the questions are mixed from all the section, and you will face that when you on Sunday. When I'll give you a mock, you will first and feel when your brain will fry. Okay, when what is happening here. That's why tomorrow we will have 3 time revision. Flashcard, minimum 3 time. Flashcard, booklet, mind map, and if we can go to checklist. Okay, please, if you want to answer, Junaid.
Yeah, so it's this actually when he asked this question, I just remembered that I was thinking the same way when I was doing the classes. It is hard initially to understand that. Again, important thing is that you do what you are asked to do. Just follow the roadmap. If your today's assignment is to do teams, then you focus on teams. And when you see the doing when you will do the coaching calls and the marathons, and if you do when you go for the mocks, you, based on the scenario and practice, eventually you get to understand that. Initially, we in that batch we struggled at how we did one topic, and when we did this marathon and we did the mocks, it just went blew our minds. You will experience it tomorrow, as Amer said.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
G, Tagveer, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I want to ask that whether he has received like a question based on the models, like this Moscow model or these other models.
Motivational theories question.
Yes, sir. Like based on Moscow model or some other models.
No, if you talk about this, then I think from Risk there was only Monte Carlo and also Tuckman ladder. These two questions I remember, they were there.
Okay, thank
I
you.
didn't see any Moscow question.
Okay, thank you, brother.
G, anyone else has any question? So I bring you. Okay, can we got questions in Excel like template? Or, I made you a template for you. Make it from yourself. Okay, this time spent on copying pasting. No, you need to spend. Can you share 18 plans and 30 initiated mocks? Okay. G, yes, Alar.
Amir bhai, just last question to you, that whenever the new batch comes, there are around 40 students in that batch. So how many of them go for the PMP examination first? And tell me how many of them passed it, because things like this we are only
In the morning, I gave
looking at the success story.
no, Salar, in the morning, I gave you my success record. Exact, I showed you every single person who has failed. I have written their name there that I need to work with them. And you guys calculated. You were in the class when we started in the morning. What did I share with you? 3,200 and something. Now I need to add him also. Have cleared exam. Total 15 student. Like the scorecard we calculated became 99.96 something. That is a success record that I have from last 5 years. In the batch, in the batch, like I like to put a span of 1 year. In the span of 1 year, in my batches, 99% of the students, 97% of the student, or even many batches, 100% of them give exam. Many batches, all of them clear in the first attempt. Okay. The only problem that I am asking to book the exam is that once you have a date, you don't have an excuse. Okay. Clear, Salah?
But the last thing, that the guy who failed the exam, have you asked him? You know it better, that why he failed the exam. So
Till
any
man 99.6, focus on that. Okay, out of 3,400 people, if 15 are failing, okay, you consider you are like, just imagine at this. If you are draft a lottery, you have more chances of winning the lottery from that. Okay?
That is the thing. You are right. But I'm just asking that
Stop thinking
why
that.
these 15.
Stop thinking that. Focus on your thing. Okay?
Yep.
And
I always took it this way, Amer.
one second. I have their name there. Why? I'm still working with them. All the people, if somebody failed, then no facilitator is involved there. I take them as one-to-one student. Okay? One-to-one, like those who paid $5,000, I take them that way. That is that important for me. None of my students fail. And every single person who has given the second attempt in the last 5 years, they have passed the exam. Not even a single student. Okay? So you need to remove this thing from your brain and do question answers. That's the first thing. Salah? Okay? Ji Junaid.
Yeah. So I was just saying that if there are 100 people in front of me going for a PMP exam or anything, where do I find myself in terms of like making myself accountable for that? See, I said that Amer and Raju, they helped me, they coached me, they facilitated me, but I'm also responsible for that, right? So I took that decision. I have to put all my effort, and then based on that, I have to decide where do I stand out of these 100%. Am I part of that 0.6%, 0.4%, or am I part of that 99.6%? So that's a simple calculation we do, and then
There is if
again,
somebody nobody in the world has more success record than me. They cannot have. That's practically not possible unless they are more obsessed than me. And I have yet to see anyone whose strength is follow up. Whose strength is follow up. Though that is one of the reason why I'm asking all of you, and I'm gonna request again, as soon as your application get approved, book the exam. Even if you don't have money, get a loan from somebody. Book the exam for 2 months. Why? You cannot get focus for a long time for anything. For anything. Okay? Most of the time, after 3 months, whatever you have spent like $10,000, you will stop interest. Other things will take priority. You will get sick. Your children will get sick. I'm actually very worried. From last 5 days, I did not follow my weight loss program. I have to go back to the old thing, and it will take time. For 1 month, exactly 1 month, I followed religiously that weight loss program, and I lost 16 pounds. I was actually thinking on that day, okay, I'll make a video how to lose in 5 weeks 20 pounds. It's a good title of the YouTube video, right? But I got sick in between. So book that exam. That's a very important thing. Talk to your coach, at least book for 2 months and get that thing. Okay? Follow that thing. Gee, anyone else has any question from Junaid? Anyone? Junaid, any final advice?
just keep working.
Keep
One
working.
is greater than zero.
1 is greater than
And
0. Thank you, Junaid. Thank you very much. Junaid, I'm going to ask you
thank
send
you, sir.
picture of you. I will talk to you what to do after that. Right now, PMP
Okay,
and make some questions. Send me, I will use for PMP marathon. With that,
sure.
Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal.